Welcome back to Vinland Builders. We march on. Goals today. We are going to hopefully finish scouting the island or get darn close. And we need to get more Orikukum beads. I believe we need 4 more for the next piece. I think we're going to try that right off the bat. We are in relatively good shape. We've got some injuries on Kari. In fact, let's just do this. Yeah. We've got some injuries on Kari. Probably need to take care of. Ditto here. Little bit of sickness, but overall, not too bad. We're in pretty good shape. Most of the bad stuff that we went through last time has healed its way off. So we are going to push on that pretty hard. We already have Kari here. Let's switch her over to wounds. Upgrade-wise, I don't quite remember where we're at on that. We could do iron intensity. I'm really not worried about that. We could get the last spot, but I'm not even sure we're going to go up to the full 10. Maybe we'll do it right at the end. Just there's probably an achievement that I haven't got for that. We could get exploration. I'm not worried about the fatigue there. Workshop. Yes, this. Camp stations lose condition 15% slower. Please. And over here. Can't do rope. We could do cloth. Let's just get the cloth banged out quick. Let's flip these two. Fine. Gonna get us water. Let's brew up what we need for today. Doggy boy. Actually, dryer. Keep that running. Doggy boy. Kari's doggy. Do we have that running at the moment? Battle dog, Kari's doggy, 1 day. So we will need to run that tomorrow. Go ahead and do a play with me for today. Garden wise, tomorrow we'll be able to harvest. Sure. Go ahead and get our fruit or our sheepies. Let's go ahead and get ourselves set up on feed. No milk to do anything with. No extra sheep. Or are we fishing this morning? Where are we at on food? Did I have extras last time? Yes, we did. Alright, we'll just do a hunt with Shana. She won't be quite as good, but that's fine. Still getting wood here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, let's go back to those events. So we have this one, this puzzle device. We inspect it. You've never seen this kind of device before. The bottom area consists of a tightly shut, large, sturdy box with no apparent lock connected to a massive wooden wheel. You wonder who in their sick mind behind this extravagant design. The weird device is covered in runes. We read them before. We need agility and strength. Looks like Tomo is probably our winner here. Barely beating out Shana. You place your hand on one of the handles and push the wheel, but it doesn't budge. Is it jammed? You try again, but the wooden device doesn't move an inch. We can take a break. We can think about the rune. The rune embodies movement through effort. Does that mean you have to put all your strength into it? That's worth a shot. And then we have a pattern that we need to meet. I don't remember there being any clues about this. Clockwise? Apparently we didn't make it. You stand behind and push the device with all your might. You push and push and push. We just got some fatigue. Okay. At last you feel the wheel tremble. You need to push stronger if you want to unjam the wheel, but you're already out of breath. You still try but fail miserably. Your hand slips, you end up hitting the wooden bar chest first, which doesn't help you. Trouble breathing. You will probably have a nice bruise there. I don't know if we failed because we failed the check or we failed because we picked the wrong one. Let's try again and see if we can succeed. You stand behind the device and push the wheel clockwise with all your might. At last you feel the wheel tremble. This emboldens you and you push even stronger. You push so hard you're close to popping a vein on your forehead. You hear a soft click and the wheel starts moving laboriously up the pole. It comes to a stop pretty fast, though. The wheel's still trembling a bit, but you feel as if you've hit a peg of some sort. Clockwise. You push so hard you're close to popping a vein. Okay. Wheel doesn't even budge. Okay. Anti-clockwise. You pull the wheel anti-clockwise with all your might. Once again, the wheel trembles. You're so close to making it move. It's hard, but one step at a time you feel the wheel moving, slowly sliding up the pole. A few steps later, another peg hinders it. You're sweating like a pig. Oh my goodness, how many of these are we going to have to do in a row? Our strength is rapidly going down. Okay, let's try clockwise. Trembles again. We plant our feet in the sand to make it easier. You almost lose your balance when it finally jumps over the peg and slowly moves up the pole. A few steps later, you stop, encountering another peg. Your breath is fast and shallow. We got to be real careful here. Push down. Hidden condition met. Push down. Now, if you guessed right, you just need to push the wheel down. Being exhausted, you decide to use your weight to help. You jump on the handle you were pushing moments ago and hear a crack. Oh no, you broke it, didn't you? You prepare yourself to fall, but it didn't happen. Instead, you feel the whole wheel sliding down the pole. Did you do it then? A small click answers your questions. You risk yourself stepping away from the wheel. A small trap is open where the rune was carved. Inside are mead and a golden bead made of an unknown alloy. As you retrieve the mead and bead, you hear another soft click from inside the trap. Riddle solver, nice. Then the whole mechanism trembles in an ominous way. You slowly remove your hand from the strange device crumbles in among itself. You salvage what you can and leave with the resources. Something to drink your fatigue away with proof you've solved a runic puzzle. This was quite a full day. Yeah, you are going to go take a break because you just got a lot of exhaustion. Alright, good job though. Pure guesses there. Pure guesses. Alright, that's one. I don't think I want to mess with this yet. We'll leave that for another one. Unless we have to. Reflections in the water. A faint sparkle of light catches your eye on the surface of the water. Sun rays gently from between the clouds. You notice a glowing circular reflection where the rays meet the water. It's too regular to be natural. Even if the undulation of the water makes it hard to read, it reminds you of the shape of a rune. Oh yeah. Yeah, it does. Wisdom, please. You know in your heart this is a well-known rune, some kind of universal power. Try to remember. Of course, it's the Sawilo, the mark of the sun. Something everyone worships every day, no matter who their gods are. It's the rune of guidance, success, honor, and fire. Okay. Throw a stone. Sorry. You pick up a nearby stone and aim it at the glimmering reflection. Watch it fly. Nope, don't watch it fly. You aim poorly and miss the target. Inexplicably, you feel relieved of your clumsiness. Why would I be relieved? Let's enter the water. You would be a good choice, but you are beaten up really badly right now. 60, 50, 75. I think Moira's up, actually. Hopefully we don't need the agility on a dangerous check. You put your feet in the water and start walking. When it goes above your waist, you have no choice but to start swimming to get closer to the objective. You're getting closer, but after a while you suspect the sun rays have their own will and are trying to stay out of reach. The circle of light keeps moving as you do. It's almost within arm's reach. Hidden condition that keeps swimming. You carry on slowly, patiently. You're not sure for how long, but it's tiresome enough. Keep swimming. You maintain a steady pace for a while, but so do the sparkling rays. Suddenly, they vanish. However, a handful of dead fish now floats where they were. Maybe it wasn't all for nothing after all. I don't know if we should eat random dead fish we just found. You decide to turn back before it's too late. You're already rather far away from shore. Swim. You're getting closer, but after a while you suspect the sunrays have a will of their own. Okay. Keeps moving. Try to catch it. Of course. You extend your arm as far as you can and swim frantically for a few seconds with increased speed, but to no avail. This is kind of dangerous. Sadly, you clearly lack training. The circle of light doesn't move any closer. You're still okay on stats. Keep trying. Getting closer. Okay, try to catch it. Come on, 61. There you go. You manage to touch the border of the light circle, and to your surprise, it's solid. You grab it firmly, it's hot to the touch. Whatever you're holding is getting increasingly hot, and you're beginning to wonder if you should remove your hand or not. Apparently we're holding it. Yep, good thing we got her courage up. It burns, there's steam above the water, but you can handle a little pain, can't you? Apparently we can. Despite the increasing pain, you don't let go. You swim back as fast as you can, dragging the steaming hot artifact with you. Hold it. Man, this is a lot of checks we have to make in a row. Oh no. Too intense, your hand aches badly as you keep swimming. You decide to turn back before it's too late. Swim. No. Sadly, you could lack training. Oh my goodness. Okay, we gotta be real careful here. 2 or 3 more attempts is all we can handle. Almost within arm's reach. Try to catch it. Touch it. We are holding it. Okay. Man, how many? So we need like 5 in a row. That's brutal. That's a brutal amount of checks we need to make. Okay, come on. Come on. Let's get this done. There's no way you will leave this thing now that you caught it. Now get back to shore no matter the cost. You finally made it back to shore. You're barely standing. Your hand has nothing but throbbing pain and burnt flesh, yet you've won. As you lift the glimmering artifact to inspect it closer, it dissolves into a fountain of light and fire, engulfing your body. You feel better than you've felt in a long time. Ooh, thank you. You hear the sound of a small object falling at your feet. It's metallic, copper-colored sphere. 2. Okay. More sage powder. Oops. Alright, that's 2. Okay, that's the gate to hell. We don't want to touch that really at the moment. What are you? Trapped shield. And you were a... Yeah, you are. You see a rune-painted shield surrounded by all kinds of deadly traps. Someone went very far to protect this shield from thieves. Or is it to protect people from it? Some kind of cursed item? You don't know, and to be fair, you're not sure you want to know. Well, I need to know, so... Check the rune. The rune is big enough for you to read without putting yourself in danger. You've encountered this rune before. It's used for the sound... But you know the All-Father didn't sacrifice himself for mere letters. No, he knew runes carry secrets and ancient wisdom. You remember learning this rune was called Thurisaz. Thurisaz. This is Thor's rune, representing his struggle to defeat Thur's giants, using both strength and mind. You've seen warriors asking for the rune to be carved on their weapons, hoping the strength to protect whoever they hold dear. You've also heard of sorcerers using the rune to evoke demons from the underworld, as the rune is sharp-edged and 3-cornered, like the giant Hrungnir's thorny heart. No matter what the rune means, you should follow Thor's steps. Use brain and muscle to overcome any hardships. Brain and muscle. I'd like to have Tomo do this, apparently, but she's pretty tuckered out. Maybe we rest in the morning, and then we'll give this a shot in the afternoon. She seems to be my best one for that. Moira has more of the smarties. She still does not have particularly great other stats. Okay, we're drying, getting some extra water. I think we're all set. Let's go. I've noticed that Now, at this point in the campaign, it basically takes us an hour and a half to do a single week. So, kind of trying to keep us moving the best I can here. Light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, not too bad. Also not stupendous. Not that I would want it to happen, but if we were to lose one of the non-family members, it would not be game over. Whereas, like, if Moira dies, I believe we get game over. So, we need to be very careful with these nasty multi-part events. Especially keeping my pride in check that I give up when we need to give up if things don't go well. The counter to that is, because I'm recording on different days, it's hard to remember what we learned during our failed encounter. So I really, really try to push and finish an encounter if we start it, at least within the recording, so I don't lose that knowledge. Okay, milk, that means cheese. I don't know why you... I guess if you had someone with really low beast handling, you might need the fatigue reduction. Because normally it does not seem particularly bad. I mean, he got 5. Like, that's nothing. Okay. You over to here. Go ahead and cook us our dinner, please. Plenty of food. I want to be able to do come for tomorrow, so we will have him rest. Alright, Ari, you're on Explore. 42, that's not too bad. You also are kind of injured, though. Maybe we have Sisse come over here and see if he can clean up her injuries. Rest again. Well, let's see what the event does to us. Also, we have some condition, apparently. We might as well audit while we're here. 81, 81. Bye-bye rope. Hopefully with that new upgrade for degradation reduction, this won't be quite so painful. Alright. Rune. Check. Check the outer circle traps. Tomo, you got this. The traps are all entangled together. Some are on the ground, some are hanging from the trees. There might even be more hidden in the foliage. You don't know why, but this site doesn't threaten you. Even seeing remnants of humans being scattered on the floor, you can't help but feel challenged. Walk between traps, throw something on traps, try to understand. Let's try to understand. You notice some ropes connected to hidden traps on the leaves, dirt, or in the foliage, and several ropes activate the same trap. That's nasty. Other ropes are merely there to make you trip and fall on the trapped ones. One thing's sure, whoever made this was intent on protecting the shield. But you seem to notice a pattern. The blood-tainted ropes are decoys and obstacles, whereas the untainted ones are connected to the traps. Alright, let's throw something on the traps. You seize a nearby dead log, big enough to activate the traps, but light enough for you to throw at a distance. You throw it at the traps, hoping to free the way for you. Just to be safe, you retreat a few steps as it lands on the ropes with a heavy thud. A branch full of strange-looking flowers swings over the log. Greenish pollen rains down the ground. Something tells you it's poison. The branch is now stuck in the air. You wait for the last pollen grains to drop before crossing and reaching the inner circle of traps. Alright, check the inner circle. Okay, again. You're close to your goal, but the last circle of traps prevents you from getting close to the shield. Okay, try to understand. You try to find out the location of the activation mechanism belonging to the next trap on your way towards the shield. You follow the rope up to the foliage. It's connected to another rope with weights. Looks like you need to maintain the weight higher than a certain height if you want the trap to not blow in your face. Deactivate the weighted mechanism. Oh no. You could either add more weight to the already weighted end of the rope or remove weight. Problem is they're up in the air. Seems reachable though if you jump. Seems like a good idea to you. You jump and extend your arm, trying to reach the weights. You miss and fall back a few steps from your initial position, right into a trap. You hear an ominous click. Crap. Metal fangs burst forth from the foliage and plow into you. No time to think, you have to jump out of the way. As you hit the ground and roll, writhing in pain, the dang thing does a fine job of biting your flank. Moving will be painful. When you stand back up, you realize the trap is back in the foliage. Looks like the nasty trap is still active. Okay, hang on. Does that impede her checks? I guess that's kind of moot, because either way I would heal it, so... Ooh, we can't get rid of the lacerations. Gross. Very gross. Do I have something that removes fatigue? Not a good one. Okay. But I'm not giving up yet. Inner circle, same. Okay, try to understand. Okay, it's weighted. We are going to... Now we have a better chance up here. We're going to try to break the traps. You get your knife out. Notice parts of the rope close to the ground are thinner. You could cut there. You need to make the rope stand still if you want an easier cut. You gently wrap your fingers around the thick part and feel a sharp pain. Looks like the threads were woven on top of barbed wire. So twisted. But that explains why some parts of the rope are thicker. Yet, you have to endure. If not to risk activating the trap and not being able to cut the rope. The threads can't resist your knife for long, they break. Dragged by weights, the rope slides and grips where the barbed wire starts, jamming the trap. You can now safely reach the shield. Stone skin. Alright, check the rune. Is this a different rune? Orange brains and muscles. Okay, no, same check. Get the shield. It's a constitution check. Alright. Nut, you're up. This is why we kept you around. Rope secure the shield inside 3 branches. The branches are very thorny. Won't be able to get out without a few scratches. You do not spot any more traps, but it doesn't put your mind at rest. You don't know why, but the atmosphere around the shield is very heavy. Cut the ropes. As your knife approaches, you can't believe your eyes. The thorns are twisting, extending towards you. Is it a sign from the gods? Did you fail their challenge? By Thor, you used your strength to overcome the traps. Was that not good enough? You step backwards, trying to get away from the thorns, but they keep following. Growing in speed, they circle one of your arms and ankles. As they scratch your skin, you start to feel dizzy. Poison? That would be your luck. You try to get away, but only receive more scratches. Eventually, you collapse. After you wake up what seems a few hours, you're resting against a tree away from the traps. What strikes you is the absence of scratch marks on your skin, and any sign of progress through the traps. Was it all a dream? Yet the pain was so vivid. Alright, I don't think it liked my answer to this one. Let's try that again. Moria, you're up. Try to understand. Yes. Okay. Deactivate it. Okay. You can't really access the trap mechanism in the foliage, but you do spot some weaknesses you can explore on the ground. The rope links in the trap foliage are borne to the ground, to a bone on the ground. There it's tied to a sliding knot, and the rope is fastened to another bone on the ground. You untie the rope from its bone and make the knot that should prevent the weight from moving if you trip on the activation rope. Now all you have to do is worry about dodging the hanging rope as you walk towards the shield. Knot master. Alright. Get the shield. Try again, nut. Ropes secure the shield. The branches are thorny. We don't see any traps. Cut the ropes. We see the thorns again. We get some injury. We're not making a check here, so it doesn't like something else we did. Let's check the outer circle. Apparently with more wisdom. Throw something. Try to try to understand. Okay. Deactivate. Okay, we threw something last time. Let's try to deactivate. Okay. A piece of metal falls off the bone it was nestled in, and you sign release. One less, more to go. You advance the inner circle. Let's try that. Check the inner circle. Now, it wanted us to do one of each, is what it was heavily implying. Tomo, you're back up. Try to understand. Let's break these ones. You get your knife out, notice parts of the rope close to the line are thinner. Alright, we're cutting the rope again, so we did this before. Get the shield. No, you're up. Cut the ropes and activate the shield. We have 2 hidden conditions met. Maybe that's good? It was good enough. A strange-looking golden bead rolls out of the broken shield, boss. Maybe you didn't something. That one, I didn't click that last one. That was not me. Okay, that's 3 beads. Correct? Yes. We're gonna go for 4 before we move on. So we have this one here or that one there. You disgusting cooking pot. That's probably gonna be somebody getting sick. This one. A wolf sculpture. Let's try that one. You see a superb sculpture of a howling wolf. The craftsmanship is outstanding, even more so in a supposedly uninhabited island like this. Maybe a remnant of another civilization that lived here long ago. 2 ravens are resting on the sculpture, looking at you with nasty red eyes. A rune is carved into the sculpture. That's the rune. At the base of the statue, the rune stands out, carved into the brownish stone. It's not the first time you see this rune, but what does it mean? Try to remember. The rune reminds you of a poem. Os is aged Gottir and Prince of Asgard and Lord of Valhalla. You are facing the rune of Isias, the rune of Odin, and the source of all language, a comfort to the wise, the rune of the skalds, Ansas. Looks like just watching the rune inspires you. Must be Braggy's work. Okay, examine the ravens. The black birds are perched on the hands on each side of the statue. They are not paying attention to you, too busy grooming their plumage. You need at least 1 fresh fruit. We can frighten them. Yeah, let's feed them. You get some fresh fruit from your pouch, tear it in half, and present the fruit to them. They go still as you come near, eyeing you every movement. The left raven looks at the fruit, then at its bird friend, and croaks. The right raven looks at you, and then at its friend, and croaks back. Nearing one another, they retrieve the fruit and eat it in one bite. Both shrewd birds tilt their head at the same time, croaking in unison and take flight. You watch the majestic beasts fly away over the foliage. They come back a few seconds later carrying something in their talon. They drop it on the ground in front of you and go back to their perch. Did they really just thank you for the food with a gift? Oh, nice. Apparently we have another one. We approach. Let's feed them again. They eat it. They come back. They thank us. Ching. Okay, examine the pendant. Examine the wool. What's pendants? When you approach the pendants, the ravens stop their grooming and study your every movement. You extend your hand to reach one of the pendants, but the charcoal gray bird croaks at you. A short and hoarse croak, a warning, no touching. The pendant seems to be gold coins pierced in their middle. Each coin seems to have a different musical instrument carved on it. You watched intensely, trying to figure out the instruments carved a safe distance from the dark falcons of Odin. Shouldn't it be ravens? The more you focus on them, the more you seem to hear a smooth melody. You try to figure out where the melody comes from. You prick your ears. It's coming from the pendants themselves. Each time the wind brushes past them, the melody resonates. That's amazing. You stay here for a while, eyes closed, enjoying the beautiful sound of flute, panpipes, lyre, drums, and lyre. After some time, the melody ends. You open your eyes, only a few minutes elapse, but you feel as refreshed as if you slept a whole night. Examine the wolf. Oh baby, we are ready for this one. The wolf has been chiseled out of stone. It stands head towards the sky in a howling posture. Looks like the dog of Norns was a noble animal. Its paws are circled in golden rings, the kind Norsemen wear when they take an oath. Another jewel decorates the muzzle of the beast. You feel the urge to touch the statue. The contact fills you with keenings and poetic thoughts. Apart from the statue, put your hand in the maw, wonder about its purpose. Let's wonder about the purpose. The delicate craftsmanship and presence of trinkets and the runes make you think it's a shrine to some god. You feel like honoring it, but first you know whose shrine it is. Hidden condition met. So we have All-Father, Father of Wolves, God of the Hunt, God of Poetry. And this one has a hidden condition, so we're going to try that one. If you were to believe the Anzus rune, this is the shrine of the first maker of poetry and the long-bearded god and son of Odin, Bragi. Offer mead? Sure. What better gift to honor Bragi than a drink that introduced poetry to mankind? You open a bottle and rinse your mouth out with the sweet liquid. Then you take a mouthful and share it with the wolf by pouring it into the open maw. Then, in reminder of the sacrifice of Kusavir to create the drink, you shed a few drops of blood into the maw. You feel imbibed with Bragi's blessing. Your heart brims with poetry. But which kind should you use? Are you feeling like a skald, the famous refined poets who master the most difficult art? Or like the anonymous edict poets with simpler words? Let's try skald. Haramnatangar, Latarhanga, Rivigil Mir, Birju Hua a Haiku, Trodrum Hadis Migmaldi. As one does. As one does. As your tongue rolls on the last syllable, you're blaring with confidence. You've impressed the gods. You poet. You hear the sound of wings fending air and realize you were closing your eyes the whole poem. When you open them, both ravens are gone, alongside the trinkets hanging on the arm. You feel overwhelmed by a sense of loss, as if the world has lost all colors and appeal. You kneel at the feet of the statue, eyes brimming with tears, when you notice a rune panel is gone. In its stead, a small orichalcum bead. You take the proof of the rune's blessing and walk back to camp, sobbing. Oh. When you can't remember the name of that one song you used to love. Alright, that is 4 beads. Let's go talk to the blue lady. Yo, we got your bead. Welcome, child. Do you have something for me? Here you go. You hand her 4 of the shiny golden beads. One of her cats rubs his body against your leg. Freya quickly inserts the beads into 2 golden gauntlets and hands them to you. We gain an achievement. You're doing great, child. You've almost accomplished half of the way to our redemption. Once again, please accept these in exchange for your work. Thank you. I'm sorry I can't offer you more. You catch a glimpse of real sadness in her eyes. She makes a sign with her hands towards you. You feel changed. Freya's blessing. I was wondering, how can we understand each other? Your people don't speak my language. Ah, you didn't notice? Not only me, you can understand every tongue on this island. That's a really good point. I didn't think about that. Because we have people here who definitely don't speak the same language. Good on them for actually calling that out. That's one of the interventions of my people that resisted the cataclysm. The Atlantean technomagus called it the universal communicator. Where is it? It's not an object nor a spell. They engraved it on the core concept of the island itself. We were able to play with reality itself just a little bit. There was still so much to study, but we didn't have the time. Okay. I also wondered, if you say that you've been here for centuries, no one ever discovered this island? That's impossible. The island is covered with an arcanic mist shield. A what now? A mystic wall, if you will, still active after all these years. The island can't be discovered. It's surrounded by an invisible wall that protects it from intruders. Basically, it simply modifies fate and luck so no one will ever find the island. At first, we tried a physical approach, provoking storms and mist around the island, silly things like that. But we found that playing with the minds of nosy outsiders was more elegant and more secure. Not so secure, we ended up on the damned island, Bjorn too. She giggles, that's because you are not intruders. What? I'll tell you this story another time, if you're still alive. Bring me 5 more beads, and I'll be able to craft the greaves of the armor. Okay, we need 5 beads. I wonder if we're, like, actual descendants of the Atlanteans, apparently. It's interesting. Alright, so we know of 1, 2. 2 more, and that's it. I'm guessing the 5 is probably, like, the body piece of armor that we need. And then we have to take it to the volcano. Hopefully. That's it. Okay. Back to camp. Do a quick audit here. So healing, still gonna get to rest, crafting, making dinner. We have our dryer going, harvesting, exploring. We have fire, we have water, let's go. He's slowly getting his healing skill up too. Good to have a little bit of a backup. We also should check on all those traits we just picked up. There we go. Okay, hopefully that's going to make a big difference. I hope. Okay, and that gets the fabric done. Okay, plenty of food for tonight. We already had like 4 leftovers. Okay, lots of hemp, please. We need a bunch of rope. Ideally, at least 25. That was not 25. Okay, a little over 1.5. That's not too bad. Alright, we discovered forest. Little animals. Okay, not a rune site. Okay. Back to camp. Fire good, water good. Check my cheese. Look at that, even remembering the cheese. Got some level ups. Experience hunter, fast sickness. And none of those are good. Sickness gains minus 10%. That's not terrible. Too smart, some accuracy, some scavenging. Scavenging would help her get water. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Also, don't we have a second upgrade? Yes. Let's just say, generalist plus 25% XP. Yep. Just don't even need to think about that. Alright, in day. Geez, our first day, and we are like 37 minutes in. Holy moly. Solveg, care for a little chit-chat? Oh, yes, I'd love to. Teehee, tell me about your homeland. Oh, we come from a small trading village on the Danish coast. Nut was a blacksmith there while I took care of our children. We were not wealthy, but we were a family. As long as I remember, I saw myself surrounded by kids in a lively house. Do we want to ask what happened to her kids? How did you end up here? How'd you end up here? One day, the Jarl's guards stormed our house. They were rough and took us to endure the Jarl's judgment. We were expelled from our village, condemned to run as exiles as far as possible. And I don't even know why. My husband doesn't want to tell me the reason. He's been silent since then. Reminds me of someone. That is interesting that they had something very similar happen. I wonder if they were involved in the same incident. Oh boy, thirsty today. Alright. Hydrate, please. And to the most depressed person, the best meal, and then everyone else gets fed. Oh shoot, we also had fish from one of those events. I totally spaced on that. Okay. Zoom we go. Man, it is so nice not to have to worry about food. Have that relatively just taken care of. Alright, day 2. Sunny today. Step 1, dryer. Some dry. Okay, we could actually put some fish on here. Let's do that. We're gonna need some more salt, and we're gonna need something else to put on the dryer, ideally. Go ahead and make salt. There we go. We can do at least a couple. Volir, I need you to Kari's dog. Nut, I think you were back on mining duty today. Do we have another upgrade that we could do? We could do the fire intensity. I'm not, like, super wanting that, so if we get it, we get it. We could brew beer cheaper. Extra fresh milk? Sure. We have lots of those resources at the moment. Alright, I think I am gonna get you all cured up, because you were quite beaten up from all that events you had to do. I think we're actually gonna fish today and just try to hit the exploration really, really hard. I'll have her grab some fruit for the day, grab some water. Let's go ahead and make water. I'm so proud, I'm gonna jinx myself here, that we have not had the fire go out. That has been the #1 killer of all my previous playthroughs. Fire going out, and you're like, done. We haven't used any fire mushrooms, but I don't even want to start in on that, so... Very, very happy not to be dealing with that problem. Alright, zoom. Oh, we should... I forgot to check the traits again. We'll do that. 99. Really nice to have these high-level skills. Definitely make those challenges a lot easier than if you try to do them right away. 11.75 water by herself. My goodness. Alright, Kari's doggy's up. I probably should have done the garden in the morning, now that I think about it. Okay, plenty of raw fish. Well, not plenty, but some. A stone, a iron. Alright. Man, mining. Tried so hard to let that recoup, and it's probably still not even up to 60%. Alright, almost 2. That's interesting, with another volcano spot. Thought we were kind of done with that. Mysterious cave. Alright, I'll bite. Partially hidden from sight behind some branches and brushes, you find a small cave entrance surrounded by wooden stakes planted in the ground. The entrance is clear, but somebody made it clearly obvious that you're not allowed to enter in here. Enter anyways. Yeah, what was that? Hidden condition. Okay. Mo, you are kind of my best generalist for this. You don't want to enter the cave full of traps and dangers without good reason. You back down for now. Okay, so this must be an event from something else. Fish. You know what? We had this dude. We needed to bring him a beer. Challenge him in its constitution. Nut, you're up. You have beer. Kick. Here you go. You show him a full bottle. He jumps with excitement. It's like a monstrous little boy. Punchy. Okay, we resist. He punches you in the guts hard. You flinch, but you resist his blow. He looks surprised. Grrr, another. Apparently Nut's a wuss. He punches you again in the torso. You hear one of your bones cracking. It must be your shoulder. You fall to the ground in pain. What a wuss. You lose. Give beer. Alright. Well, Nut, you need to man up. Because that was wussy right there. I need you to actually succeed. Okay, none of these are particularly good for her. Hawkeye. Accuracy. I do like the accuracy. I'll take it. I really want initiative on her. Alright, Nut. We need to heal a shoulder. We used to have like 30 bandages. I'm just saying. Alright, let's try it again. Maybe Nut could not be such a loser. Alright, we'll bet another beer. Resist. Punches you in the gut. We flinch, but make it. He punches us a second time. We resist. He punches you again in the torso. You feel bones cracking, but you take a step back. You're still up. Take one, last one. Alright, 53%. Come on, Nut. Thank you. He punches you in the face. You feel dizzy, and you can't see anymore, but you stay up. I love that we're just using him as a literal punching bag. Har, no, no, no. Yes, I did it. Give me the belt now. Ah, stupid, stupid belt. Take it, crappy belt. He throws the belt on the ground and runs away in the forest, screaming and punching trees. Constitution Master. Okay, for realsies, let's actually look at all these traits we just picked up. So, Moria. We have the Blessing for, wow, that's in 18 days. We might be done in 18 days. That would be nice. Knot Master for some extra crafting. Braggy's Blessing. 200% charisma gains. And some depression decrease. Or a Poet for extra wisdom and charisma. We have Freya's Blessing for minus sickness, minus fatigue. It would be nice to have something that's spread out, but on the other hand, she is going to make a lot of rolls, so... Stone Skin, some extra constitution. And Nut apparently is still very sick. Constitution Master, Constitution plus 20, health plus 2. Well, that's quite a waste. Pretty sure we already had Constitution maxed or darn close. Now, it is what it is. Okay, what else do I want to pick up here? We could probably get the hammer. Giant hammer. You see an enormous hammer stuck to the ground. It's richly decorated with runes and carvings. You can't help but think the handle is very short, not very practical. Take it. It is strength. Apparently it's going to be Eric's. As you approach the hammer, you feel something in the air, a strange electric aura. Sparks can be seen from time to time on the surface of the hammer. Lift the hammer. Is Eric worthy? You firmly take the handle of the hammer and start to pull. You feel it budging a little. Sparks start to fly around you. Continue. You pull again. It's coming along, but you feel a bolting pain in your back. Lightning is forming around you. Continue. Come on, Eric. You're worthy. You pull. It moves. Rays of light are now engulfing your hand. You don't feel it anymore. A ball of lightning is forming around your hand. Continue. You try to lift your hand, but it's too heavy. The electricity is numbing your hand. You feel exhausted. Alright, thank goodness we can start from here. Man, these multi-checks are brutal. Pull, pull, pull. You're almost there, but a bolt of lightning strikes your head. You feel dizzy. Good old head trauma. Lightning can now be seen all around you. Continue. You try to lift the hammer. It's too heavy. We're getting numbed. Continue. Ah, you've got it. You lift the hammer and you brandish it above your head. I am worthy. Strength Master. It sucks that you need such high stats to get the rolls, to get the bonus that gives you more stats that you don't need. Lightning strikes right on the hammer and enters your whole body, but this time it doesn't feel painful. In fact, you feel empowered. You feel strong, confident, energized, like a true god. They didn't take away the traits, though. You go back to camp with the precious hammer. You won't be able to use it crafting anything, but it'll make a good ornament. Wow. All right. Well, not that one. We need Eric. Use item, bandage, go, 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 go. Oh my goodness. Go, go. We just failed 8 times in a row on a 25% chance. That's Vinland, baby. All right, back to camp. All right, Eric, you need to take a break, and you need to get healed because that's a nasty one. Tomo, you can do that, but I don't want you to. All right, Nut, go over there. Go make us... Oh, yeah, let's dryer. Fish first. Go ahead and make us dinner. And Voller, we got Kari's doggy back. We're gonna need the combat one, so let's just rest. Go to our gardening. Sisei, take care of the sheep. Double explore again. Go. We have a very low chance of actually succeeding on this heal here. Oh, baby. But we got it. Nice. Makes me very sad that we lost 8 bandages to that. We should look at crafting a few. Alright, milking tools are done. Not bad, man. She's getting close to 100 on cooking, too. Okay, we got milk. We harvested 26 wheat, 15 wheat, and 12 hemp. About halfway to our next set of rope. Back pain, alright. Got some more wood. We're doing very good on that. Alright, give me 2 spots, I think. One. Almost 2. And an encounter. We haven't had one of those in a hot minute. Alright. Well, let's do it. Okay, 8 points. We need her to stay in the front row, so I'm gonna double sniper shot. Beautiful. Okay, actually, we could have Kari AoE. Let's attack him. Hopefully I don't regret that. Alright, hit and run. AoE. Beautiful. And dodge. Okay. We will move up. We will bash her in the face. Unfortunately resisted the debuff. Him. 0 apparently. That's gonna suck. They're gonna get a bunch of defense turned on him. Yeah, behind my shield. He's gonna give himself like triple malt. Triple fermented ale, yep. That gives her damage resistance +2. That's a really nasty combo. Very hard to hurt them when they're like that. Alright, we're gonna try to debuff that stat. Sniper shot. We'll try. Nice. And you don't need to be in the front row, so we will back up and in turn. Alright, snipe please. Oh, that's so disappointing. Crit for 2, yeah. That's what I'm saying about that. Alright, go ahead and get your dodge up. Here, try to debuff the AP. And then just Turtle Strike her down. Bring back Shield Bash. Yeah, didn't do any damage, unfortunately. Alright, what do you got? We got Shield Maiden versus Shield Maiden here. Not too bad, actually. Alright, big snipes. Yeah, that's pretty good for Shana, actually. Ari, can you finish it off for us? You can do this, girl. Of course, we crit at the end. Alright, give me some bandages, please. We just went through like 30-something bandages in the last 2 episodes. Alright, not terrible, but not bandages. Alright, what did we find? Scratched rocks. This was visibly dug by someone before, but they seem to abandon their work. Okay, let's see it. Digging. Nut, that's you. The rock was dug relentlessly. There must be some reason for that, right? Apparently, we just need to get to the volcano for all of our rocks. We strike with the pickaxe. We're going to do some more digging. We've done this before. Very nice. Very nice on the stone. Dig. You strike a final blow to what's left of the rock and it reveals something unexpected. At the heart of this block of rock lies a small blazing crystal. I don't even know if we need more of those. I think we're sitting on 2. Alright, back to camp. And we'll get our fire going. And with a little bit of extra water. Okay. And in day. Shana, could you help me with something, please? What does Mama Deer? Giggle, let's catch some fish for tonight. Come with me to the river. Fish, yes, yes, juicy little fishes cooked by Mama Deer. Yummy. The two of them went to a nearby river. They stood watch near the bank for a while, but noticed no juicy fishes. Look over there. There's one that's gigantic. Where? As Shana leaned close to the river, Sveg advanced her blade and made her trip into the water. Hey, what the? Sorry, Shana, but you've been reeking of dead animals for days, and we can't stand it anymore. Be a good girl and take a bath. Meh, Shana doesn't want. Shana smells good for hunting. If you smell like blood, that is not good for hunting. Don't be a baby. Come here, I'll wash your clothes. Ironically enough, the hunting skill was more valuable to me than the charisma. Alright, water everyone. Food, we have one good one. Who's the most depressed? Looks like Mora. Right. And then we start feeding people down the line. Oh shoot, I didn't do our cheese. Alright, well we may actually drink some of our milk tonight. Although, maybe not. We have enough berries to cover us. You actually could use a smidgen. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay. Nut has a whole bunch of stuff from his cold. Hopefully those all wear off here. I'm not going to fast forward because I kind of want to see if that actually happens or not. Okay, removed inspired and drunk. Oh, added drunk. Removed vomiting. Added starving. Remove diarrhea. Remove nausea. Okay. He still has quite a bit going on. This is the long short of that. Alright, zoom zoom. Lost some of our food. Only one milk though. And we get a rainy day, okay. Is my food dry by chance? Of course not. Why would it be dry when I want it to? Alright, Alright, who's getting healed? I think we should start there. Eric, how are you doing, my man? Dizzy and Glutton. And I can't do anything about Dizzy. Alright, so you are not there. Nut. Alright. Fine. You have done some stuff lately. I want to hear a word of protest out of you. Voller gets attack dog up. Okay, we need to replow before we can plant. Let's actually get our fruit this morning. Yeah, let's get our fruit this morning. I think we're going to do fish, unless I'm sitting close to 20 pelts. I don't think we are. Molnir, quest item. Alright. Soldiers plus 5. Okay, I'm not going to use any of those at the moment. Apparently we just have, like, no pelts. Good to know, I suppose. Mo. You're doing okay. Double explore. What broke? Workshop could use some. Healing tent. Rest area. Cooking pot. Water supplies. And the lumber camp. Recharge wise. Hey, we are up to 64 in the mining camp. Okay. Okay. Trying to get another double explore in here. What can we craft? Shelter. I don't hate the idea of making our shelter better. At the forge, minus fatigue. I don't really care about forge fatigue. All right, we'll do the shelter. Makes our fire more efficient. That's fine. And we go. Oh, nice. I didn't even think that could be healed. Eric is getting started. Can we get to 51? Actually, can we get to 100 crafting? Now that I think about it. Oh, we got it in one. Look at that. Get our freebie waters. Okay, fruit harvest, nothing to write home about. Can you get all the plowing done in one go? Yes, you can. Good job, Solveig. Three fish. That was not what we needed. I think I will probably actually get a second set of berries maybe today. Alright, should be able to get 2 out of this, I think. I hope. And another encounter, okay. Free stuff? If you want to give it to me, I'll take it. 3 berserkers. Oof. Oof. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alright, she's gonna have to stand out front because I want Kari to be in the back row where she's safe, so. Sucks, but it is what it is. Come on, let's finish off at least one of these guys before they get a turn, please. That's a lot of possible incoming damage. Um, 1 to 4, 2 to 4. We'll do the 2 to 4. And I guess we'll try for the debuff on him. Yikes, okay. Move forward. Okay, good. Yeah, wasting action doing that. He's gonna do an axe hack. Okay, she's actually taking real damage. That's unfortunate. Alright, they're in the same row. Let's do a hit and run. And then she can AoE. Yeah, that was actually pretty decent. Okay, and AoE. Don't like that miss. And AoE. I like that a lot. 1 and 1. Alright. Clean it up, Mama Bear. We got 2 more attacks. We could totally do this. There you go. Broken jaw. Some pelts, some rope, some bandages. Okay, good stuff here. They have pretty good loot on those berserkers. Alright, you're gonna still go get that taken care of so we don't have complications or something. Got here, garden, we are going to plant. We're gonna do straight hemp across the board. We're okay on sheepies. To that end, make our cheese. I'm gonna make a bunch of feed here. Let's go to 30. I really don't want to forget at some point. Alright, we will cook up what we did get, which was unfortunately not a great one. Roller. And let's do a play with me. And next we can do fire intensity decreases less or depression. Let's get some more depression resistance. Sometimes that when we get in these rain streaks, we actually can build some up. Just get that out of the way right away. So exploring, that's fine. Jailed beggar skeleton. A gibbet looms over the field. Attached to it, a metal cage swings with each big gust of wind, producing a morbidly melody of grating noises. A skeleton dressed in rags is sat inside the cage. With one hand, it holds a small coffer. With the other hand, it seems to be begging for help, mercy, trade. You look at the sign hanging below. In lieu of the culprit's name or crime, you see a rune. Okay, check the plate. The wooden plaque looks like someone scratched the wood over and over till the carving was deep enough to last, but who did that? Maybe the meaning of the rune is key to understanding what happened to the prisoner. What? You know nothing about the Old Norse text, but surely it's linked to something the prisoner needed. Food, water, maybe just freedom? Okay, think harder. Okay, for realsies this time, I want you to think much harder. How can we fail like a 60 to 70% chance that many times in a row? Nodiz. In old text, the rune has the meaning of need, constraint, sacrifice, and even in extremis, misery. Some would say it embodies hardship. Hardship. Being left to die in a cage is a tad more than a hardship. Did the prisoner carve the rune as a cry for help? But why would people imprison a highwayman with their treasure? Is the prisoner a sacrifice then? Caged here because the coffer needed someone to guard it? What were my choices there? Examine the coffer. You greedily eye the coffer in his hands. Looks like they left something to rot when he robbed. Still, you can't say why, but you want the coffer now. You get your hands inside the cage and you try to open the coffer. It's locked. You still need to get it out or pick the lock. Oh geez, we'll try to lockpick. I didn't realize, we said examine, I didn't realize we were going to steal it. You start to work on the lock, but trying to open something inside the cage is not easy. Placing your hand, you're able to work properly is a pain. You were almost done with the lock when you broke your tool in a bad movement. One sharp shard rips your palm. Dang, you're so close. Okay, let's actually give something. It may seem crazy, but you feel compelled by the room to give the prisoner what they needed back when they were alive. Mercy, water, or food. Let's try food. Being left here to die in the cold and the rain and the heat without water or food for days is a sentence is harsh, whatever the crime. Someone deserves mercy. You take some food out and place it in the skeleton's extended hand. A crack behind your back makes you suddenly turn around. Nothing. The rattling of bones catches your attention. You turn back to the prisoner and notice the meal is nowhere to be seen and the mouth is open. Did it eat the meal? No way, it's dead. Yet you realize part of the food is splashed onto the ground, under the cage. Apart from that, the skeleton's still begging. Does it need something else? Alright, let's give him some water. The sound of water dropping to the ground catches your attention. You turn back to the prisoner and notice that the gourd is nowhere to be seen. Something else catches your eye. The tunic of the skeleton's wet? Did it drink the gourd? No way, it's dead. Apart from that, the skeleton's still begging. Does it need something else? Alright, give it something else. Mercy. Being left here to die, everyone deserves mercy. You take a dagger and place it in the skeleton's extended hand. A crack behind your back makes you turn around. It's coming from right behind you. Cold sweat drips down your spine. The sound comes from it, but it can't be real, right? It's dead. Turn back. You're standing in fear. The crack of the cage, the weight shifts inside the cracking of bones, a soft hiss, then a bony hand grabbing your tunic. Your heart skips a beat. You can't think straight anymore. Running away is your only concern. Your legs move before you finish the thought. You run until you realize the creature can't follow you. What in the hell happened? Give it something. Give it mercy. Please don't fail twice because I'm out of iron. That's very expensive. You need to turn now, and so you do. You can't believe your eyes. The skeleton, it's moving. It slowly removes the chain from its neck and hands you the coffer. Its hollow eye sockets fixed on you. With a trembling hand, you retrieve the coffer. The skeleton then approaches the dagger to its neck, slowly slices it. As the skull rolls off, the whole skeleton collapses into dust. All that's left of the highwayman are the clothes and dagger you gave it. Retrieve the dagger. You kneel down and extend your hand to retrieve the dagger, but decide otherwise. Giving is giving, and taking it back is stealing, they say. You've just witnessed something unbelievable. An animated skeleton, a draugr. You don't want to risk being cursed by stealing from such a creature. As you're standing back up, you notice the dagger rusting and crumbling to dust, decaying grass around. Good call on your morals. Open the coffer. The coffer opens by itself. Inside you find a small bead made of a strange gold alloy. Alright, we need 4 more. A mysterious grave. We've tried this one before. I'm going to leave that alone. We don't need ancient knowledge at the moment. Well, we could actually use one. Alright, we'll take the bones. Then we will open the grave. Crafting and agility. Alright, we open it up. We want to take the tablets. We failed the first one of these. We got it, and yay. And we are cursed. That just lowers our XP. Alright, back to camp. I think Moria might be double cursed at this point, just to point that out. Alright, still need some more exploration. We did our cooking. Did I not have him go fish this morning? A little bit awkward there. Okay. Over here, heal diseases. That's pretty much under control. Let's do wounds. Oh no, she is going to go. Never mind, we're okay. Alright, that all looks fine to me. Let's go. That rope tribute is not looking particularly good at the moment. I'm a little bit worried about that. 50 rope is absolutely ridiculous. I think it's 5 hemp per rope. So we're looking at 250 hemp right there. That's an awful lot. Alright, get water, doggy, our food. Hey, 8 hemp, nice. I think that's the next tech we're going to do. We're going to do the get extra hemp when specifying hemp. Okay, milk I will probably forget about. Wood supply is still good. Man, I really want us to have a wood tribute. Like, really badly. Alright, Kari, can you get me one more spot today? No. Alright. For once, I'm going to remember the cheese. And we have water. Let's stoke the fire. Alright, end our day. What was your childhood like? Oh, I grew up in a large family. I had dozens of brothers and sisters. I was the youngest. It must have been a real mess. Oh, it was. The house was full of life and sound all day long. My parents were poor, so the meals were scarce. The punishments were plentiful, though. But I loved growing up in a large family. It always warmed my heart. I don't like to be alone, I guess. I would love a big family, but we only have Kari. Having other children would be nice, but you can't? Let's say my couple with Eric is not what it used to be. Ouch. Ouch. When she disses your couple. I thought you two were getting it on again. There's sort of a cold wall between us. I don't know what to do. Oh dear, I don't know. He seems like a nice man. Wow. She's like, oof. Oof. He's not very virile. I don't like that. He's nice, but silent and stubborn as a stone. Ouch, Eric. Wow. Poor dude. Eric does not deserve that. They say he uses a short sword, if you know what I mean. Every single person is dehydrated. I think that may be the absolute first time we've had that happen. And that's why we make sure we are always prepared for full water needs. Alright, who is the depressest of us all? And it's Mora by a lot. Alright, we were short on food today. We may actually break into some of the, but I think I'm going to. 4 to 8. Well, let's do the freshes first. Alright. 4 to 8. Let's go. Alright. Otherwise, good. I don't understand why we're having so many problems with fish all of a sudden. In the early game, fish is like the food. It's so good, so easy. But lately, we've been getting like 3, 4. Sisei just not really applying himself. Okay, another rainy day. Drier. And we had some that didn't rot out on me. Alright, you are done here. I think we're going to send you hunting. You're going to go fishing. Alright, who's next up to be healed? Well, let's do Tomo. She needs to have her disease. Eric's gonna finish the craft. Go grab some berries. That all looks totally fine. Let's actually even focus this. I want to get some more rope. I want to at least be able to do half if we can't make the whole thing. or I should say when we can't make the whole thing. We're going to need to do at least 2 more crafts in 3 days, so that's going to be rough. We're also going to need to look at getting rid of some of her depression. Okay. Speaking of, extra religious icons, so that should hopefully help some. Alright, our freebie water. Wooler, good boy. Okay, finally a decent fruit harvest. One off yet again. That has happened a lot on him for some reason. Okay, come on. Don't suck at the fish today. Thank you. See, he could have done everyone by himself, but we just couldn't trust that. Six meat. That's totally fine. We definitely need some more pelts still. Even if I don't need to do any trading at the moment, I would like to do some upgrades. I don't think we've done, like, hardly any of the ones that need pelts. 3 iron? Alright. Sorry, what we got? Our forest. And most of the forest. And an encounter. Boy, after having an entire episode with no encounters, it has definitely come rocketing back. Let's actually not send you. Let's send to Mo. I don't want her to get all banged up instantly again. Alright, back us up. I can't AoE because we don't have a front line, but I can crit somebody and get rid of them. Dodge and rest. We will get a really nice AoE buff off right here. Alright, give us a holla. Thank you. And then bull charge. Archer. Okay, that's disappointing. Let's do a wild swing. Okay, pretty good hit. And 2 left. We can actually swing again. And another whiff. Okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, forward. 2 to 4. Let's try to finish him. And let's also debuff him. He resists. Okay, he puts up his big buff. I think that's all he can do. Alright, let's finish him off before he can use any of that buff. 2. 5. There we go. Alright, give me some arrows, please, that I don't have to craft any. Not bringing Shana here, though, does mean that I get less loot, so that's a little unfortunate. Alright, what did we find? Tinder tree. We can get wood, and we can get the fire mushrooms off of that. Neither of which is particularly needed at the moment. Alright, you are pretty good. Maybe we can do some depression. In fact, maybe we do a quick depression here. What else could use some? Let's just get you guys cleaned up. Also, you leveled. Beast handling. None of those are particularly good at the moment. King, hunger recovery. Some extra agility. I guess we'll take the agility. Those terrible rolls. Alright, I think I'm gonna have Shana come over here too, just to get as many people as I can. Relax mode, yep. Eric, would you craft me at the herbalist 50% increase when focusing on him. Okay, let's do that. cook up our dinner. Just cook everything. Stoke fire. Water is fine. Food's not going to dry in the rain. Doggo boy. Let's get guard going. We'll just be fully buffed for a hot second. Take care of the sheepies. Got the sheepies. So I'm putting a food. Yep. I think that looks fine. I can't get over the fact that they're asking for 50 rope. That is just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. 30 rope would be pretty hard. Especially with the amount of rope we have to use to keep our camp rolling. Not very achievable. I think we had better shots with the meat and the fruit. Alright, buff time. Let's forward to those. Okay, we make a lot of food. Sheep harvest, some iron. I'm loving that he's actually getting iron for once. That's a nice change of pace. He probably has a full explorer and some change. Skull tree. Okay, we could actually get some rope from this. A very large ancient tree. A number of skulls are hanging from the branches, gently swinging in the breeze. You notice the big openings carved in the trunk. You wonder if the skulls are as a warning or scarecrows. Take some skulls. For the throne. Go, Kari. Most of the skulls seem human. Some from adults, some smaller one from children. A very few skulls look like animal ones, but you can't tell which. Take them. You keep your calm and untie some of the skulls. Nothing happens. Definitely take 5 rope, that's for sure. We can dig here with nut. You don't know why. You don't know how, you don't know why, but you know if something is hidden at the root of this tree. You start digging with your bare hands as if you're possessed by an evil demon, and finally you uncover a large chest filled with loot. We buried this ourselves. I guess it was Eric, I think, who buried it. That's a nice event, though. Good smattering of different things. Another ancient knowledge. Very nice. It's funny how badly you need that to get those first couple texts. And then after that, it's just like such a good bonus. Right, that wasn't terrible. We are yet again having things break down. We are not very good at building durable buildings. This is with both of my techs to slow down the amount we lose. That all looks fine. Camp. Check our fire. Stoky fire. Day. Solvig? Yes? I can't help but notice you're limping today. Were you hurt? Ah, yes, I'm such a klutz. I bumped into the barrel this morning. You should have seen me. I fell to the floor head first. It was ridiculous. You could have hurt yourself really bad. No, don't worry. I'm used to little scratches. Yeah, I think this is when Nut was hitting her. Again, we got those out of order for some reason. Okay. Hydrate up. And we got good food tonight. Alright. Depression check. You, and you are the worst. Man, that's good food. Holy moly. So much better than the night before. Hopefully none of my cooked food rots here. I am still shocked that there was not a camp upgrade where we could, like, store our food. Like, one for raw food and one for meals to have less spoilage chance. Right, bunch of stuff wears off yet again. Okay, no longer raining. My dryer needs to be completely redone, so we're gonna definitely need to get a lot of people on that. Okay, we're gonna have you go fishing. I think we're gonna have Shana go hunting. Okay. Nut, you get to head back over here. Or let's get the last of his injuries. Okay. Back to work. Back to work. Let's go ahead and focus on hemp. Okay. Yep, I think that's fine. I wonder if we're going to get to 100 healing before we're done with the campaign. Getting kind of close with the rate we're going. These events can really pile on the debuffs. 50% extra hemp. Okay, pretty good fruit stores. 21. Okay, that is very nice. That's building a little more confidence in me. 3 fishies. Again, why are you getting such low amounts? 6 meat. Again, that's very low. I can't believe that she's still that low on forestry, actually. Then again, we did pick her up kind of sort of late. 13 wood. Right, come on. Double for me today. I keep optimistically thinking we're going to be done exploring, and then we don't get even remotely close to getting done exploring. Alright. Here next. Gambling table. Leave that one alone for now, I think. Alright. Nut is... let's just finish getting him cleaned up. Workshop. Less fatigue. Extra craft speed. I want to start looking at maybe getting the drying rack tax. Yeah, dryer. Enables extra fresh fruit to dry. Less salt. No, let's have less chance of having stolen. Or one of my hunting techs. Extra meat. Less chance to be injured. You know what? Let's go less chance to be injured. We've kind of been getting banged up over there pretty badly lately. Tamo has a level. I kind of want to combat one if we can. Dodge and critical minus some critical resistance. Yeah, that's fine. She does bonus damage on crits, so not the worst thing ever. Okay, Shana, come explore. The animals. Okay, dinner. Oh, that's not too bad on what we got done. Roller, let's go ahead and do play with me. See if we can keep that down now that we've kind of zeroed people out. I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and stoke. Alright. Next. Alright, Nut's raring to go here. We'll get him started in on crafting that rope here momentarily. Man, spells feel expensive. You finish crafting something, less chance to get injured while we're hunting. Okay, yep, keep that under control. Okay, cooked a lot of food, no bad meals. Yeah, Keep that hemp rolling, please. We might actually do better than I thought. I underestimated that. Especially if we can get a hemp harvest in tomorrow. Okay, that's a lot of milk. That's a lot of milk. I see what it does here. Is it totals everything up for the whole station, even though these are individually showing how much milk they had. Okay, wood's still looking mighty healthy. Alright, Explorer girls. 2 spots. Let's go. One. Ah, so close. And didn't encounter. Holy moly. This is gonna be a long episode with all these fights we're having. I haven't seen an elite knives guy in a while. Alright, we can do 2 snipes. I really don't like him moving people around. So we'll crit him twice. If only that was Kari. Alright, Kari, finish her work. That's not finishing her work. Do it again, but crit this time. That's not critting. 1 HP. Oh, Kari, what have you done? Alright, you better dodge. I think even if he misses, though, he still can pull with that attack he has, unfortunately. Okay, don't care too much about that. Although Shana just took an actual damage already. Alright, Mr. Berserker, are you going to make this miserable? Pretty miserable, yeah. Alright, we will move up. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to hit the back line here, so it's going to have to go into him. And Fertile Strike. Didn't turn. Get over here. Please don't actually move her. Thank goodness. Alright, Shana, we could do 2 snipes. I think we're going to... Actually, hang on. Let's actually bounce backwards. And then we'll AoE with her, since she has the likelihood of getting low damage. And we missed the guy I wanted to actually hit, of course. Okay, moves forward. And then back. Oh, you coward. Alright, AoE. Beautiful. There we go. Oh, Kari. Sorry. Get an extra piece of meat tonight. 18 wounds. Ow, weech. Pelts, cloth, healing, dried fruits, some veggies. I'm gonna make some veggie food for her tonight. I'm gonna make her eat her veggies. Alright, what broke now? Okay, I don't want to use any rope for the time being. I do want to try to have some semblance of making this tribute. An arrow in the blood. Body drilled with arrows. Spec. You stumble upon a corpse drilled with arrows. It was shot from behind. A strange blue marking is carved onto the skull. The rotting corpse is surrounded by skulls impaled on arrows. You wonder where all the other bones went. Did somebody steal them? Moreover, you wonder how the skulls ended up impaled this way. Retrieve the arrows. Most of the arrows aren't broken. You just need to retrieve them. Sharpen their heads and they'll be good as new. Easy if they weren't stuck to bones. Easy peasy. You put both hands on the shaft of an arrow and pull. The arrow comes out intact. Great. Very great, actually. Okay, do it again. Same thing. 8 this time. Alright, examine the corpse. This is a courage check. I'm gonna have Mora do it because I need her to level up her courage. You approach the strange-looking corpse. There's no cloth left except for a cobalt blue loincloth. The golden bracelet circlets on the corpse's right wrist. Most of its skin has already been eaten by rodents, except for the right arm and a thin layer of skin on the skull. The arm bears traces of faded ink, but it's nothing compared to the head. A strange symbol's carved onto the bone. As your pigment taints the skin and bone. Must have been very painful. Steal the bracelet. The bracelet's clutch tight around the wrist of the corpse. You pull with all your might and break the wrist. The bracelet slides to the ground. You pick up the bracelet. Your left eye itches. As you rub the back of your hand, your vision starts to blur. Soon, you can't see anything out of your left eye. Ugh. Shit, was the bracelet coated in poison? The corpse is old. The poison should have faded soon, right? You hope it will. As you rub the bracelet on your clothes to remove all remaining poison and store it in your pouch, those hands are going to need washing as well. Mimir's bracelet. Right. Take some bones. I think my best mix of skills here is probably actually Bloodwood. You don't feel any remorse when you pull the bones from the corpse. Have to do what you have to do to survive. Bunch of rotten food. Holy moly. You just shiver at the thought that if you die on this cursed island, your bones could be used to make tools for another survivor. Alright, well, since you're already so depressed about it, do it again. Alright, we are going to go up the doggy and see if we can get him leveled up in the very near future. Probably will be next episode. But I think we got plenty of bones there. We got enough for 3 upgrades. Alright, we're going to do crafting of rope tomorrow. Yeah, we could just end the day. We'll deal with this tomorrow morning. Plenty of water. Briar. Should have put some meat on there. I think I overcooked. It's just the two of us tonight, it seems. Yes, the baby Thormog is sleeping early. I'll help you with the dishes. Oh, you don't have to. Don't worry, I'll take care of it and finish the laundry in a snap. Oh, and I'll have to clean a bit here. It's nothing. Crying baby sounds. Yeah, I guess you'll need a bit of help after all. Let me handle Thormod and the dishes. Okay. The two of them shared all the tasks with a calm and good mood until late at night. Sissay, what are you doing, man? I thought you two were a thing. You and Mora. What are you doing? Okay, I think we're finished here. Good job, Solveig. It's thanks to you, and time flew by. It seems very easy to handle all at the end. As we say, many hands make light work. She seems talkative. Sissay, can I ask you a question? Of course, Solveig. You can ask me anything, unless it's to do more chores tonight. No, I want to know, do you think we'll survive all this? Of course, as they say, however long the night, the dawn will break. I have faith in Bloodwood and Eric. They will lead us to the road of peace. I hope so. I can't help but be afraid of the future. It's just my nature, I guess. And mine is to be an eternal optimist. With the two of us, we make a good average. Yes. You better not cheat on Mora. You made her so happy. Alright. Hydrate people. And Kari, I said you get one of the good meals. And next is up for the most depressed person, which is over here. Having that religious icon upgraded a second time, we're probably not going to have horrific depression issues unless we have like an event or something. We're probably in the clear for just rando stuff. Depression. Watch all those. I feel like some of these timings are just so weird. Like, too fast or not fast enough constantly. Alright, we have one veggie. We can make a good meal tomorrow. Alright, storm. I don't love that. Well, maybe it's a good thing I didn't actually get my meat on there. We're not touching those. We can do wood. That's fine. Alright, doggy boy. We have a lot of crap meals, but we also need a lot of energy. Overnight, we lose 8 to 3. Let's do a play with me. See if we can get that up some. Alright, does anybody need to have stuff taken care of? You actually could use a sickness clear. Alright, Eric, I am actually going to transfer you over here. I want to make sure that we can finish this rope in one go. garden is good enough to harvest. Sisse, get us some fishies. Shana, go hunting. Leitamo, I know you're not good at this, but please get a little bit of hemp, because then we can do a second craft. Let me just double check that. So for the hemp, we would need 90, so we need to get 8. We have pretty good odds of getting it, and more so with this heart. Yeah, we'll be fine. We're gonna need rope to repair things, though, anyways. Also, Kari's doggy still up? No, it isn't, actually. Okay, hang on. Let's rest and get that back up. That gives her extra exploration skill and hunting skill, so I really don't want to have that dropped. Alright, something has a problem. We don't have enough bait. Right, make a lot of bait. There we go. All those events that we did just have kind of spread sickness and wounds out amongst everybody, so just gotta keep nailing away at that the best we can. Alright, there's 30. No, 24, excuse me. Man, if I had actually had the better technology for hemp gathering sooner, we might have actually been able to do this. We're going to be at 39. We actually might have a shot here. Maybe. Okay. Exactly on the dot of what we needed. And then we harvest the big one. Okay. Can you give me 45 by chance? No. 21. 14. That actually is enough. I think we're going to make this tribute. Holy moly. I absolutely hate giving over that much rope, but I would hate to have somebody come here and beat us up again or something really nastily. We don't have any spare bandages at the moment, so whatever wounds we take, we're going to have to slowly heal off. That kind of makes me want to add a second bed to the sick bay. We should look at the cost of that. If we have to have more of there anyways, healing multiple people would be more efficient. Alright, what did we find? Another lake with fishing. Alright. Do you have enough for... Yep. Kari's doggy. We need to cook. Alright, I said I was going to do it. I'm going to do it. We're going to make 15 to 25, 50 to... Okay, those are the same. Kari seems like a steak type of girl. We'll go with that. So... a cooked meal, and it's got like actual meat and some tomatoes in it. I don't know exactly what kind of dish that is, but whatever. I do think I'm gonna try to dry, even though it's rainy today. We have room for 5, so I need a bit more salt. A little bit greedy here, maybe, but since we can afford it. I'm kind of hoping we get a dried food tribute. We haven't seen one of those but once, I think? Alright. Who is free and needs healing? And that may be nobody at the moment. Oh no, Shana, you definitely. Come over here and wound healing. Alright, you boys, craft me up more rope. Also, I think my crafting station needs to be repaired. And my healing tent, apparently. And my cooking pot. And I don't want to touch things that need rope. Don't want to touch things that need rope. Let's get out of there. Alright, craft. Rope, go. Okay, making food. Kari's doggy. I'm gonna have her get some extra just because we're gonna need rope once we turn all this in. And I want her to be able to plow so that we'll be able to do that. Do we have the seeds that we need? 17. No, we don't. We can trade him tomorrow. I don't want to do that today. We're going to explore, and we're going to take care of the sheep. And we're going to make cheese. We have not had a single lamb out of all the 10 20%ers we've had. That makes me a little sad. Alright, that's everything. Go. Pretty good heal. Courage is up some more. I guess that's good. It's just giving us courage, if nothing else. That seems to be her biggest problem, stat-wise. Build mini ropes. I can't believe we're actually going to make this. I had written this off. Maybe a little too early. Definitely going to process some of that water tomorrow. Alright, doggy comes back up. Tasty roast meat. Thank you, Timo. That'll probably be the last time she'll have to do that for quite a while, but just wanted to get a little bit of a buffer built there. I think we were going to get all the plowing done in one go. She seems to not have any problems doing that. Ah, you jerk. That's a rope fixer, I think, too. I hate that. Alright. Here. Abandoned bags. Inspect. 2 bags are hanging from a tree branch. It's impossible to walk by and not see them. Were they left here on purpose or for someone to find? Curious, you come closer. The bags are dirty and used, scarred by unidentified stains. There's a horrendous stench coming from one of them. What could they be hiding? Actually, you're not sure if you really want to find out. We will check the big bag. You are interested in the bigger of the bags. Let's smell it first. You sniff the bag, but no bad smell comes from it. Thus, you can inspect it without fear of surprise. You put your hand on the bag and feel there's something inside. After looking at it, you notice it contains what's necessary to survive for a few days. You couldn't hope for a better discovery. This will prove very useful to you. That is actually kind of useful. Bottles require pelts, so they're pretty expensive. Take the bag's raw materials. Yeah, it's not a surprise there. That's fine. Check the small bag with our intelligence. You are interested in the smaller of the bags. Let's smell it first. That's a lot of free stats. The smell in the bag is, it's unbearable. Whatever's inside is rotten, and a nice ecosystem must have certainly shaped up in the bag. Up in the bad? Must have certainly shaped up in the bad. I think they meant to say bag. Better leave this one untouched. Alright, we'll be smart and leave it. And we can cut some wood. Ironically, Eric still has the best forestry. Choppy choppy. And a little more. Choppy choppy. And wood. I'm going to spread out the... Well, no, his fatigue's actually still fine. I guess, ironically enough, had I had her chop it, it would have given her skill, but it's fine. Double successful chance. We just got a lot of free wood there. Alright, back to camp. Spruce our fire here. Good day. Do you know what you will do after we beat Bjorn and restore peace to the island? Oh, I never really thought about it. It just seems so unreal to me. There's nothing wrong with thinking about it. It could even give you a reason to fight even harder for your survival. If you put it that way, let me think. I don't have any clue. What about you? What do you think about? Oh, me? Well, I could picture myself as a teacher. Teach our kids some words of wisdom, how to read and write. I'm sure a lot of people will be able to teach them how to fish and fight, but a lot more need to be taught to children, and if we don't want them to become new Bjorns. Wow, that's great. I'm sure you would make a perfect teacher. Thank you, I hope. I can't wait for us to all live in peace and grow a big, happy families. Families, yes. That used to be my dream, but I guess I failed big time. You didn't fail, Solveig. Nothing happened to you as your fault, believe me. I don't know, but if I had been a better wife and a better mom, who knows? I know. To me, you're perfect. You're kind, you're humble, you're funny, you're a hard worker, you're smart, you're beautiful. Dude, Sisse the player? The heck, man? The heck? You gonna hit him Bloodwood next? Silly, I'm not beautiful, you know it. He likes a little meat on those bones. You're wrong, you remind me of an old saying from my homeland. She is beautiful, she has love, understands, she respects herself and others. Everyone likes, loves, and honors her. She is a goddess. I don't think so. That's nice, but... You're nice to say too nice, but I'm not used to these kind words. I see that you're a good person, but I don't think I could trust another man, sorry. I perfectly understand, Solveig, I'm sorry. I'm still your friend, right? Dude, what, you want to start a harem on the island? Of course, silly. Let's go back home. The others will be worried. Friend zoned. He was! He was! That's not cool, man. Poor Mora over here. Man, that is rough. That is rough, man. They were talking about having kids too, so yeah, wow. Truly goes to show that even the people you think on this island that are good people, playing around. Okay, cooked meal for Kari. Eat your vegetables, girl. You don't get the good food tonight. You were acting a bit of a fool today. You can have the regular fish. Why am I watching this in slow motion? Okay. Nothing horrendous popped up there. Alright, tribute day, and we need to craft one more set of rope. It's gonna be sunny. We had a bunch of spoilage and steel. Very unfortunate there. Alright, you guys, craft more rope. Alright, Shana, you're good to go. Go hunting. Mr. Player, go fishing. Back to... Actually... Yeah, we don't need you to do that. You can go for some more hemp. 13 to 21. She is so much better at this. Although, then again, I don't have anyone for you to work on, so you will actually be even better. Your 100 harvesting. 18 to 30. Yes, please. You can get the berries. And we need to plant. In fact, I should have done that yesterday now that I think about it. I think we missed a day. Where are we at on sheep food? Back up to 30. Alright, we still have plenty of wheat. Let's get hemp. And then we need to go do some trading. I'm going to want to do 2 trades, so we're going to need an awful lot of water here. Let's go to Loki. Hello, Loki. Let's trade. I want to... Other stuff. 20 seeds. Give you potable water. Okay, so that's enough for us to plant what we currently have. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. Let's not overbuy. Okay, we're good here. We're getting the rope we need. Bowler. What are we actually running currently? Guard dog and Kari's dog. So we need attack dog. Or alternatively, we could try... We don't have a lot of food at the moment. No, let's get Attack Dog up and running in case we have a fight today. So we get water. Good. Good. It's fine. Go. I cannot believe I actually did a 50 rope. How far we have come. How far we have come. We even have 4 left, so we can do a little bit of repairing, too. Alright, get that water in. Get that buff up. Okay, enough for another rope batch. Excellent. 7 fishies. 5 meat. Get some stuff back on the rack. Got some pelts. Okay. I probably could get away with just fishing, but I'm kind of after the pelts, in all honesty. I'd like to get those hunting upgrades for that. Alright, we need to make a little more water. Hopefully I can remember that. Alright, the now familiar hoofbeat of Elof's mule could be heard in the distance. Oh no, here comes the human garbage. Oh, if we could just make it quick this time. Hello, hello, my little piglets. Tribute time. Hand over your precious resources to Uncle Elof. Alright, here's your stupid 50 rope. Here, we don't want any trouble. Bwahaha! If you hadn't understood it yet, you're deep in it. You're dumber than I thought. Thanks for your time. It's been a real pleasure, my little chicken. Next tribute for my master Bjorn, praise be his name, 80 wood. Yes. Yes, try not to make it look like we're relieved. Alright, we are already done with that tribute, so we have no stress. We can just do what we need to do this week. That includes fixing up a bunch of my camp, which is degraded here. Alright, harvesting camp definitely needs repairing. Forge, workshop. Those look fine. You could use another one. I'm out of rope. Okay. We are going to craft another set of rope. That's so nice. Oh my goodness. We've made more rope in the last 3 days than the entirety of our playthrough up until this point. Alright, we're going to continue to try to dry. I'm just going to be sad about it. Make some more salt. I really need to get them upgrades on that. That is very painful. Recipes. Cook up what we got. Actually, hang on. We already have 2 fish. We need 9 meals total. That would give me 7, 8, 9. And I think Voller... I'm going to try to save some of that food, and we're going to try to run him up tomorrow. So just rest. Hopefully I'll remember next time I record. Anyone need things healed? Kari actually could use a heal. Let's stay on top of this, and then we won't have any sudden disasters. You can still explore. We don't need to do those both at the same time if there's something over here I want to do. Fire intensity each night. Extra fire. The extra fire is probably worth more, maybe. Crafting speed. Cavern, harvesting. Healing tent. What do I need for this that I don't have? Just, of course it's rope. Of course. -1 plant needed to craft bandages. I like that quite a bit, actually, because we could actually make some. Extra raw fish. That's also really good. Let's actually get that. Well, hold on. Hunting. Extra raw meat. And then extra fur. Let's go that route. Yeah, let's go that route, actually. Put Eric back on that. We've already got those, so you can come do the hemp. We're hitting that a little hard, but we'll be able to get off of that in a second. An iron vein, beautiful. Let's dig in. All right, Nut. This is why we keep you around. We got 3 digs here, I think. Man, we even have almost 10 iron. All right, he may even get a rest if he doesn't fail one of these. Dig again. Oh no, it blew up and there's water. Oh no, superficial burns. All right, how bad is that? That is not that bad. They're just superficial. Don't be a baby Nut. And I do really want that crafted, so I'm gonna make him work. He doesn't get off of work yet. All right, we needed to make a little bit more water. And let's go. Man, we're up over 2 hours on this one. I'll get my spiel done now rather than at the end while we're watching this. So, as always, if you've been enjoying this, don't forget to leave a like on the video. We are nearing the end here. Give me that last push to finish up. If for some shocking reason you're watching Dead in Vinland and you are not yet subscribed, please do. I hope I have earned that over the course of this series and our perseverance. If you'd like to support the channel, as always, we have channel memberships on. They give you early access to usually Dominions content, but sometimes other things. We also have super chats and super thanks if you come into stream or just want to leave a tip on a video. Either way, much appreciated for supporting the channel. That allows me to pick up new equipment, new games, other things for the channel. Very appreciated. Other than that, look forward to the end here. We are getting relatively close. I thought, honestly, we would be done last week, but I'm going to make a major push here to finish this up. We got a lot of new games coming out and some other content I want to do. And I want just the accomplishment. I've never beaten Dead in Vinland, and we're going to do it. And I'm going to have proof I did it. So, pretty happy with that. That all being said, we have done pretty well here. Speed through here. What did we find? Okay, ship. We have meat, and we can get some wood here, too. Oh, and we got the hiccups from the boat. All right, exploration-wise, we have 1, 2... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 places left, and we have scouted the entire island. Very close. We're getting very close. Alright, let's stoke the fire here. That's not very good. I like to try to get it really close, so next time I come in, it's really high in case I forget. And we'll end the day. Hey, Mama Bear, please tell a story to Shana. Shana bored. I can tell you the story of the marriage of Njord and Scotty, perhaps. Pfft, no. Shana doesn't like marriage stories. Tell Shana about the world was created. Okay, if you want. Everyone knows that story. Listen well. Before our world was created, there was only Muspelheim and Niflheim, 2 very powerful early-age nations. The world was filled with fire and ice, and between them, the dark abyss, Gunugapap. At some point, fire and ice met each other in Gunungapgap and formed drops of melted ice that gave birth to Ymir, the first frost giant. When Ymir was sleeping, he gave birth to a multitude of other giants leaping from his legs and forming the sweat of his armpits. Wow, gross. Then, Audhumla, a magnificent crow, emerged from the melting ice. She gave milk to Ymir and fed from the ice. She licked the ice so much that she uncovered Buri, the first Asir god. He had a son called Bor, who married the daughter of a giant. She gave birth to Odin, Vili, and Vi. They slayed Ymir and threw him into Gungagapgap. Then they constructed Midgard with his remains. Wow, Shema doesn't want to mess with them. Then they created the sea with his blood, the ground with his skin, and the trees from his hair and the sky from his skull. Creepy. Solvik is saying that Chanel walks on dead giant skin right now. And that's it. They put the little nice fence around everything, and that's how Midgard was created. I can't believe she thinks that made her smarter. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, hydrate please. And we have several good meals. Some depression here, some there. Or clear. People fed up. Perfect. Another thing that really hurts in the early games, when you're eating bad, uncooked food, a lot of them give you, like, diarrhea and whatnot. And so you get extra depression and extra sickness and possibly extra hunger from that. So, another way that we're just past that early game pain. I mean, look at these stats. We're doing really well on that. Okay, and because I've already got my spiel done, we are done there. We end with another nice rainy day to set the mood. Alright, builders, the end is in sight. Get out there and build yourself up a cool Viking settlement, because this one is nearly finished. Okay, I will catch you in the next one. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Have a good one, builders.